Hello everybody, Christian Chocolate here. Welcome to episode 4 of Minecraft and Marxism. As you can see, the sun just came up. I finished building our little hut. Now we are going to we're still talking about the labor theory of value, and now I want to explain what socially necessary labor time means and how it is related to changes in technology and productivity. So, if you'll remember, when we began, we had nothing. We had no items except this useless map. We had no means of production, so we had to produce what we needed, which was wood, by punching trees. Let's take a second here, since we know that value comes from labor time. Let's compare using this axe to using our fists. Let's start counting. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. So it's about 3 seconds to punch this. Let's see with an axe. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. About 2 seconds, maybe a little less. So, using the axe is about a third faster than punching. Now, if you don't understand the labor theory of value, and many critics of Marx and Marxian economics don't, they will try to say that it doesn't work because you could easily then just choose not to use the wooden axe, because if you used your fists, then you'd be doing 33% more labor and your finished product would be 33% more valuable. No, it doesn't work that way, partially because the axe imparts its own value because it has labor embedded in it. You can think of that little meter on the below the axe until it runs down as the store of its value, which is passed away to during the production process until it breaks. And then the other reason is because of a concept called socially necessary labor time. So socially necessary labor time is very simply the average amount of time that it takes an average worker working under average conditions to make something. Since in this world, our Steve is the only person, he's the only one doing any work, whatever he does is the average. So, when we were brand new in this world and we had no tools, punching a tree was the average. I guess these birch ones take a little bit longer, but we'll go to the oak trees. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's about 3 seconds. That makes sense because that's all we had at our disposal was our fists. That's the average. Now that we have wood and have a wooden axe, the average labor time has quickened by about a third. The socially necessary labor time has quickened by about a third. We have the axe. Not using it would be doing labor below the socially necessary labor time. It is inefficient. It is not as productive as it could be, and in a capitalist society, in a capitalist economy where you are competing with other capitalists, there's absolutely no reason to do that. You will get crushed by your competition. So let's again see what happens if we increase the level of technology even further. I took the liberty of digging a hole to find some stone, and now we are going to see what happens. Look, let's use let's use a wooden axe. Well, I guess since we have the wood, we might as well go here and make a wooden pickaxe. So because we have access to the means of production to make a pickaxe, there is no point in using our fists or in using some kind of other less efficient tool. Socially necessary labor time dictates that we use the most efficient tool at our disposal. So let's count. 1, 1,000, 2, not even 2 seconds. Not bad. So let's mine some stone. This is a new material available to us. This is our little Steve Society. Mr. Steve. This is our little Steve Society taking a big technological leap forward. That's what this is kind of representative of. Now we have stone tools. We're entering the Neolithic era. This is some other rock that we probably don't need. We need cobblestone. So I won't waste my time on it. Let's get the cobblestone. Alright. Now, we go back to our bench. We probably need some more sticks. We can go over here and we can make a stone pickaxe and a stone regular axe. Now, our level of technology has increased again. Let's put a stone axe here. So let us now compare. Let's try to find another oak just to stay consistent. So with a fist, it is 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. With a wooden axe, 1, 1,000, 2, 1, not even quite 2 seconds. With a stone axe, 1, 1,000, even less time. But here's the thing, is that in our little Minecraft world, obviously, it doesn't hurt us to use the wooden axe. It might save us some materials, but materials are pretty plentiful here. Now that we have the stone axe, if we were in a theoretical capitalist society with a market and competition, it would make absolutely 0 sense for us to use the wooden one when we have the stone one. It's inefficient. Socially necessary labor time is the averages, and right now, because we, Steve, are the only productive force in this world, the average is whatever we're doing at the time, whatever our capabilities are. And since we have a stone axe, our capabilities is we can chop this wood very quickly. Now, this has a lot of implications, because, and we haven't really talked about this yet, but living labor, the labor actively done by the worker in the production process, is the source of profit for capitalists, as opposed to the dead labor that's embedded in the means of production. You can see these means of production, the shovel, the pickaxe, the axes that I have, they have depleted some of their value. They've depleted some of the labor embedded in them. They've passed it along to the commodities or the materials that we've produced using them. So that does add value to the finished product. We just used this wooden, or this stone axe. So when we chop these oak woods, here, the oak planks that we created using the wood mined or chopped from the wooden axe, they aren't less or more valuable than the ones we're about to make that were chopped using the stone axe. The difference is that with the stone axe, more of the value of the oak planks came from the means of production. It came from dead labor that was embedded in the stone axe, because the stone axe is more valuable. It gets the work done faster. It has had more labor done into it because it has the labor that we needed to dig down into the ground to find the stone. It has the labor of the value of the shovel that we use to dig down. It has the value of the pickaxe in it. So it just has more dead labor embedded in it, and it passes along more of it into the wood planks, into the wood that you get from chopping it. Less of that labor, less of the value of these wood planks comes from the actual physical process of chopping, because we spend less time doing it. We are more productive. This has a lot of implications for capitalist profit, because profit comes from living labor. I did a video a couple of weeks ago on the tendency of the rate of profit to fall, which is something that's kind of hard to demonstrate in Minecraft, at least right now. In the future, I think I'm going to do some videos with Sarah, my fiance, on the split screen here, and I can be the capitalist and she can be my wage laborer, and we can demonstrate how exploitation works and some other things. But for now, when it's just me, all I can really do is explain to you where value comes from and why value is what it is. Um, Next videos I will do will probably be, I have to think of a creative way to use Minecraft to explain um, the actual real world implications of the labor theory of value. But for now, I think with these videos, I really hope that you can get a good sense of what value is in the Marxist sense, and what it is not. Why labor is important, because remember, if it wasn't for Steve actually doing the physical work, chopping and mining and working on the crafting table, if it wasn't for Steve doing all that work, this house right here wouldn't exist. All these materials I have in my inventory here wouldn't exist. It took work to do all that, and this is obviously a very micro scale, but it scales up all the way up to our globalized capitalist trillions and trillions of dollars economy. All of it is based on human beings doing work to the means of production that we found lying on the ground as a species and built a society around. Alright, again, leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, critiques, if there's anything I could have explained better, if there's anything you think I should do a video on. I really appreciate it. I will be back with more Minecraft and Marxism, but this concludes, at least for now, the labor theory of value portion of this series. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.